think about Andrew Tate getting banned from all platforms?
He's getting banned for a reason, you know. Too much people don't want that knowledge around they don't want people to be like thinking for themselves, making rational decisions. They want pawns, not they don't want
they don't want kings.
They don't want kings, you know. They don't want kings and queens. They want pawns. They want boom. You do this, you do that.
I see.
That's what I think, but. And yeah, bro, and it was crazy because I didn't go to school.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't go to school after high school.
Oh, okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends already went to school and graduated and stuff like that. And it's crazy, like, I'm just hoping, like, we all can make a change for the world, you know?
Right.
Like, for the better, bro. Because this world is crazy, bro.
I just think it's pretty crazy, like, you saying that that's someone you look up to, but at the same time, like, if you look at all these videos, yeah, you know, like, no one's perfect, right? There's so many videos of him that I don't agree with personally.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I don't agree with. Like, hey, I think it's all an act, though. You get me?
Yeah,
it's all an act, like, to get people's attention. Like,
yeah, but there is some stuff where he's like straight up being a motivational speaker, you know, and saying the same thing like that all these other celebrities are telling you, you know, like put in the work.
Good.
To jump into something a little different, my boy here he said he has some questions for me, so I'm just gonna answer them. You know, I wonder what type of questions they'll be, bro.
So the first question is, obviously I know you went to school, and what do you think school was worth it?
Okay, by that he means like I went to college after high school. I went to a 4-year university, and in terms of worth it, specifically I think for myself it was. But I do know a lot of people that, you know, we both know that maybe it wasn't worth it for them. I think it was worth it for me just because I managed to get involved pretty early on, and I think that was like the best thing that I ever did. Getting involved in different clubs on campus. Because of that, I managed to really learn more about my career and the one that I want.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta actually know the steps that it takes for me to get the career that I want. So I was able to, you know, check them off.
So really that network with the people you
yeah. I think something that's very crucial when you're a student, or just anyone, you know. Sometimes we always think about networking with the people above, you know, but sometimes we don't really value networking who we have next to each other, you know, because they're going for the same goal as you. They might accomplish it before, they might accomplish
and you're
it
both
after
as hungry.
Exactly, you're both as hungry, right? So you guys can help each other out in that way. You know, I got to travel because of school. I got to meet some people that I think are gonna be friends forever, that I could trust with anything. In terms of career-wise, I think I did get some type of the career that I wanted when I went into college. But I do know that that's not the big picture, you know? When you're in high school, they really push, go to school, because they think that that's the pathway to like achieve all your goals. But it's honestly not, man. It's honestly just one pathway for you to achieve maybe your academic and maybe your career goal. But you know, there's so many careers nowadays that don't even involve school. There's so many things that you could do nowadays that you could just learn off of YouTube.
Yep.
And you could be making 3, 5, 10, fucking
6 to 10 figures,
million dollars more than someone who went to college. So for me, I think I really appreciate the people that I met, and the opportunities that I got. So I think it was worth it for me, but it may not be worth it for everyone, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I asked like a lot of people, and they said like similar stuff, bro. Like, it just depends what you pretty much do when you go to school, you know, like what you apply yourself to. Because a lot of people go and they lose themselves. And,
I mean, look at all like the multi-millionaires.
They don't even graduate.
They don't graduate. They start their career right off from high school because they know what they want. So you know, I don't want to say school's for people that don't know what they want, but it's still like that point in time where you're still growing as a person.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't learn as quick. That's what I feel like.
That's also something that's true.
Like or don't know what they want specifically as quick. You know what I mean? Like, they're still like exploring their options.
Or maybe they don't have the mental capacity to give all their focus to one thing. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Some people over here have to raise kids, have to work, have to, you know, just know what they're gonna eat the next day. That they don't have time to be over here, you know, like worrying about, you know, like gender studies class or something, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Or like communication class or something like that, you know?
Something that's not really gonna help them in the future. Yeah. In reality,
exactly.
It's kind of dumb to say because I feel like, damn, there's so much stuff that they taught us that you're right. It doesn't really.
That's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube. Like for example, like, do you know like Dave Ramsey?
Dave Ramsey.
He's just like this guy who talks to people about financial advice, and then there's also Graham Stephan, who's become really big lately. And I think both of them, well, they're in different times, right? They're not the same age, but just after high school, they straight went into like getting their real estate license and working, and it paid off for both of them. So, you never know what career or what route life's gonna take you, but something that you said earlier was really good when you said that, you were focused on your goals. And I think that's the number one thing.
Yeah. And another question I have for you is, do you feel as a first generation Latino, there's a lot of pressure and like your family turns to you like when there's something like basically like everything, like they put the pressure on you, like it's on you to like as a man, like take us like, to the next level,
Yeah, so I do. Some people know this, and I don't really speak about it a lot, dude. But I felt the pressure before, man. Like my senior year in college, dude. I had pretty bad anxiety, to the point where I couldn't really think about what was gonna happen next month. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was just so focused on now and just thinking negatively about the future, and I think it comes down to like all that pressure you put on yourself, and like you said, because being first generation, it's like you're brought up in this world and you're expected to be the expert of this world without ever having a teacher. You're like, my parents were great parents, and I'm pretty sure your parents were great parents too, but it's just it's not the same world, from the country they come from to this country. It's just things work so differently that you're not able to be guided in the beginning, and then you're expected to be like I mentioned, the expert. And I think that's where like a lot of pressure comes from. What about yourself? Have you experienced like this pressure that we're speaking about, like instances?
Well, yeah, like it's like it starts with the little things, like when you're a kid, like, oh, me puedes leer este papel.
¿Qué dice aquí?
¿Qué dice aquí? And you're like, what? Like, I don't know about taxes. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to say? Like, I have no idea.
I don't even know what to tax.
Yeah, bro. like it starts with like stuff like that. Like and as you grow older, you realize like, damn, like my dad really is trying to like depend on me, like he really depends on me, and like it just haunts you because like you want to be doing your own thing, but then at the same time you can't really like move on because you got all this pressure on you because
you can't really just focus on like, bettering yourself. Yeah, you can't. Really, then you feel guilty, like helping them out.
You feel guilty not doing what you can for them, but I think that's just part of life, like especially like for us, because I don't know, man, like it's crazy to think that like our parents came over here and a lot of them didn't have no goals, where like they just came over here, like I don't know, at least my dad, he just came over here, had my brother first and then had me, and like you're gonna work, you're gonna grind, but then what, like